people, in the case of Jayden Smith, the missing 12-year-old Manchester High School student that went missing on September 26 and has been allegedly seen but not heard from since. Remember, people, allegedly seen because them say them see him, but nobody not hear from him. No. Me see, a lot of allegations are being thrown at the principal of Jayden's school. And people, in a normal, allegations are fling from left to right from the principal. Some people are say, he involved in this, he know about this, he know about that. One whole person thing. Some people are say, from Jayden missing, the principal not say nothing at all. Uncle Pan, the little interview them when them see him on the TV. But he actually said something in the people. He actually said something before all of this bust out and everybody started talking about Jayden. He did an interview on Nationwide. You understand what I say, people? Yes, he did something. He said something for a couple minutes. Not just on the TV where you see him for a second and him gone. No, he was on Nationwide doing an interview about Jayden Smith. I think it was October, the 2nd of October, yes. Yeah, man, he did an interview the 2nd of October on Nationwide. But because the thing never blast out so yet, enough people never hear that interview. Anyway, me I go play that interview now. But before me play the interview, listen to what the lady have to say.
Me no know if I'm me alone. Keep on a scroll everywhere just to see something pop up with Jayden. Like, this little boy take a toll upon me not lie. And every time you look in at this story where the family member they say, it just not make no sense. It just not add up. It just look like uno involved. And you see, when you have a child or children and see things like this happening to other kids, you have to have a heart. It's like a feel one belly pain you feel all over again when these things happen. And me just in a house a while ago and me I look at me and say, imagine there's a storm that is threatening to come to Jamaica straight. And me start worry about the little picnic, whether I'm alive or not alive. Like, me find myself like I think, like what if he is alive and what if he is not and how the water go. Like, some things we go through my head. Me not think of me alone. This Jayden Smith situation affect. And to God, man, somebody not have no conscience. Even if you know you go to jail. If you come out and say, listen, because a lot of persons, Jamaica, Guyana, Canada, England, all over the world, everybody here on the case here. Everybody here is on this case. It's like a Adriana Young situation. Boy, I don't know. But me feel this to me heart. May I tell you no? Me no understand why people are unalive little picnic. Like, make it make sense. Uno grow and experience life. Let it picnic them make them grow and experience life too. I saw a video of Jayden when he was graduating. It looked like they were doing a little poem thing, and the message that was in that poem. Think before you get angry. Count from 1 to 10. A little picnic not deserve this, man. May I tell you no? Hey. Why? Me no know.
Good evening, Principal Gabriel.
Yeah, good evening, Ricardo, and good evening to your listeners as well.
And Sandra is with me.
And Sandra, yes.
Let me ask you, what's the latest on the search for young Jayden?
So, came up empty today again. We were very hopeful that we would have found Jayden today, because conclusively, I can't speak to some of the alerts that we got earlier in the week about him being seen, although some persons are adamant that they would have seen him in their surroundings. So quite evident he has been moving around the town of Mandeville. Can't say what his base is. But as far as last night is concerned, after 6, I got a call. This now is one of our workers at Manchester High School who knows him well, would have seen him on Wesley Road, that in the vicinity of the school. They raised an alarm, and she said if she had gotten help at the same time, they could have gotten him, but she wasn't quick enough to, because when they raised the alarm, he started to run. And then it was getting dark, he disappeared in some bushes, and we conducted a search, but it would have been difficult because that was night. So given that situation, and we could confirm that he's in that locality, we arranged a massive party today with students and the firefighters and the police, and media was there, and we combed that entire area. Grove Road, Newley Road, Wesley Road, Wesley Avenue, and no, we came up short. So,
if I could just follow, was the staff member able to say what he was wearing, how he was attired at the time when she saw him?
yes, man, she gave a very, because I was about 20 minutes away, so I would have rushed, some delays in the traffic, and I got there, they couldn't see him again, but she saw him in his same uniform as posted in the picture, his school uniform, shirt, something just the same, knapsack on his back. But this time she said he had another bag in his hand as well, so they are surmising that maybe he was heading towards the town to get food or something, because he would have been about less than 5 minutes now from the nearest food place on Wesley Road.
So what's the impact, just for Gabriel, on the students, his friends, colleagues there at the school, now that they're doing the search, and today's another day that you've come up short?
Mood is a somber one, but as you can imagine, we are not used to this kind of thing. None of the students in the current population would have had to endure a situation like this. So despite the fact that Jayden would have just started Manchester High School just 1 month now, is a part of our population, and we're a close-knit family. So today, when we announced that quickly we're going to arrange a search, the entire school population almost literally wanted to go on the road. We had to manage the numbers. And they didn't just want to go out for the fun of it. They have a deep concern, and they really want him to come back home. When I went to his class, down at the first form, that was Monday morning. Obviously, he sits right at the front of the class, to the right of the teacher, and they left his desk and chair very clear, and with the high hope and expectation that he's going to rejoin them. So you can imagine the kind of impact. So everybody's going about, still going to their classes and engaging in their various activities, but when you come on the campus, you can tell that something is different.
Are his guardians, parents, a part of this search party?
Not today, but they have been all over the place. She has visited school on a number of occasions, so we stay in close contact, and they have organized searches independently of what we are doing. So sometimes they would move out with us, at other times, depending on where the leads are, they would go to different areas. But today was a hastily arranged one, so they weren't a part of this one.
And what have you been able to gather from his class teachers? What kind of student is Jayden?
And just like MP said, all positive. It's one of those model students, and one of our indicators as educators, whenever you say a male student wants to sit at the front of the class, that in and of itself tells you a lot. Many of our boys tend to want to just gravitate towards the back of the class. So you're talking about purpose, determination, passion. One of the highest achievers, that came in on the prep placement with a very high score in excess of 90. Valedictorian, top boy at Bethabra, and very jovial, because some of his classmates who we spoke with Monday morning, they were with him at Little Caesars in Mandeville. That's a pizza place, quite popular, and they had good interactions. They were sharing meals with him and so on, and the only thing they said is that he ate more than he would have normally eaten, and they all left him there because he told them that he has something else to do in Mandeville. But they would not have suspected anything based on out of the ordinary. He ate a lot, and he still carried food with him when we checked the footage. But nobody can say his whereabouts after that.
So that sounds like, and just based on what you've said to me, that sounds like he was preparing himself not to, not to go home.
But clearly, that we can conclude for sure. We were saying today that, and he's part of the cadet unit as well, but boy, his survival skills are excellent because he has been seen at so many different places. And yesterday, the distance that he ran, when I checked that has to be somebody with a lot of energy still. To be able to run all that distance and then disappear, and so he's quite elusive. But clearly, and then he had extra money as well. So his guardian would have said that he took out his savings as well, and that was against the plan that they had for the savings that he had. So clearly, he had a plan, but nobody knew.
So this was
Principal Gabriel. This is a 12-year-old boy. What is he afraid of, such that he would prepare himself to be on the run?
That's the $1,000,000 question. We're all in the community trying, because if it is that he doesn't want to go back home, then there are several places he could just turn himself in, whether to school or to the police, or because the last thing we did today was to send out, we're going to do a town cry, maybe it has started already, so we have coined a voice note, the vice principal, because we think he will hear it, especially after school hours, just to confirm that, that the school community cares about him, we love him, we want him to return to us, he has a bright future, we don't want him to do anything to himself, so we're pleading with him just to come by and we'll take care of him and solve whatever the matter is from there. But we cannot know why this youngster would be just running like that and trying to evade everybody and not even seem to be staying at a stable place.
And none of his friends or teachers detected anything strange or unusual about his behavior in the last few days?
Absolutely not, because he's a quiet student, but participates a lot in class, loves to answer questions, and very reasoned and intelligent. But all of the persons that interacted with him, the furthest we could go is that they could tell you up to what time they departed from his company on Friday, and he told all of them the same thing, that he had other business to do, he's not ready yet to go home. So they would not have detected anything at all, and because this has not happened before, so for a long time, so nobody would have detected that he would have had any such kind of intention.
So how are you coping, Joshua Gabriel, with this situation now, going through the searches, organizing, and also still having to do your usual administrative duties? How are you coping, and the staff at Manchester?
That's a good question. It's what we do when we signed up for this vocation. We very well know that it will come with different challenges when you are dealing with young people, and you have to expect the unexpected. But we have a very supportive team. The guidance counselors, the vice principals, the staff members, they're always making suggestions and ready to provide information or to go on the road to do the searches. It has taken quite a bit of time away from quite a bit of the administrative stuff that is required. But we just put in extra hours to get it done. But right now, priority is just we don't want Jayden to do anything to himself. We're happy to know he's alive, but then there's a concern that the longer this drags on, there's the fear that he may do something to himself, because we also thought today that he might have seen the huge delegations or something and he's not presenting himself. So as to how he will respond eventually, we just have to pray and hope that good sense will prevail.
Principal Gabriel, I have to ask this question, and it pains me to ask, but I have to ask because I don't think there's any other conclusion. This is a child who does not want to go home. He's afraid of going home. Why could that be?
I have no idea, to tell you the truth. I don't know about the family's background. I don't know about the context. I spoke with his guardian, who has had him since he was 6 years old. In fact, the guardian's brother, his twin brother, is Jayden's father. But Jayden doesn't live with him. So from all accounts and based on what she has shared with us, they have had a wonderful relationship to the extent that persons in the community comment on the closeness and so on. So I can only go by the statements that have been provided by the family members, because both stepfather and mother would have visited school, and the discussion sometimes would venture into those areas because we would have asked, I wonder if he felt any way by virtue of hurting his cousin and maybe anything that was said or anything like that. Based on what they said, we couldn't pick up anything at all that could lead us to any conclusions about any acrimony at home. So I don't have any kind of evidence to point in that direction.
We're going to do our part. So I'm going to ask you the question so that we can blast it out on social media. If Jayden is hearing you as his principal, what would you say to him?
Yeah, Jayden, we are very concerned about you. We love you. We want you to come back to our school community. There's a lot of love. All your friends and teachers and everybody want you to come back home to school and to continue your education. Remember, you're a brilliant boy. You're valedictorian. You're going to make yourself, your school, and your family proud. So please don't do anything to yourself. Just come back to school. And whatever the matter is, we will sort it so that you can have a bright future, and we are praying for you. So please come back to school.
So people, there you have it from the Manchester High School principal. And as I said before, this interview was done on October 2nd. A member say Jayden went missing on the 26th of September. And this interview was in October. So the principal did his fair share already, and they were also searching. Me just there to clarify some things as long as we can do it, because I see people are say him not this and him not that. So me just show people say, watch ya, he actually did something or said something, not just the norm on the TV where you see one little clippings and gone. You understand? He spent a couple minutes saying whatever he said, and you heard it just played. You see me as a people, but just clarify that part there for everybody. Because I see a lot of allegations are being shown at the principal. I don't know. So, Principal Mr. Gabriel, if you wish to do so, sir, just come on the forefront again and make them people know say watch ya. You don't have nothing to do with it. I don't know nothing at all about this, that, and the Tara knows all, because people are say you're this and you're that right now. And it's think all about every media you travel right now. They might call your name. Every single media, they might implicate you in a this thing. So me no know. What go on? You see me I say? Only you and God know. So I don't have to deal with that part there. Anyway, big up on yourself in real life. I'm out.